Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of this. Today we're going to be looking at the Proto-Iranian tree and the Proto-Gallo-Iberian tree and the Proto-Armenian tree and the Proto-Albanian tree. Alright, so anyways, start off with the Proto-Iranian tree. Now, the Proto-Iranian tree evolved into Proto-Eastern Iranian, Avestan, and Proto-Western Iranian. Let's focus on this side. Now, Proto-Eastern Iranian evolved into Proto-Southeastern Iranian and Proto-Northeastern Iranian. Now, Proto-Southeastern Iranian or Proto-South Iranian, Proto-Southeastern Iranian evolved into Pamiri and Pashto. Now, Pamiri became Sarikoli, Vanji, and Vigha, and Sarikoli became Shukhini and Yazgulami. Now, Pashto became Waziri. Now, Proto-Northeastern Iranian became Sixian, Baktrian, Khotanis, and Khwarezmian, Zmian, and Zogdian. Now, Scythian became Ossetian, Saka, and Sarmatian, and Sarmatian became Alanic. I meant Sarmatian. No, did I say that? I don't know. Now Sogdian became Yagnobi. Now Proto-Western Iranian became Proto-Southwestern and Proto-Northwestern Iranian. Now Proto-Southwestern Iranian became Old Persian, and Old Persian became Middle Persian and Lurs. Lurs became Bakhtiari and Kumzali, and Middle Persian became Bukhari, Dali, Persian, and Tat. Now Persian became Hazaragi and Tajik, and Tat became Juhuru. Now, the reason why I'm saying became is just, pretty much mean by that is that they're just connected. Yeah. Now, now Proto-Northwestern Iranian became Northern Proto-Caspian and Median. Proto-Caspian became Delami, Gilaki, Mazandarani, Shahamirzadi, and Talish. Now Median became Parthian and Zazagorani, and Parthian became Balochi and Kurdish, and Zazagorani became both Gorani and Zazaki. Now let's focus on the Proto-Gallo-Iberian. Now Proto-Gallo-Iberian became Proto-Iberian and Proto-Gallic. We're going to focus on Proto-Iberian first. So Proto-Iberian became Aragonese, Asturleonese, Galician, Portuguese, Mozambique, and Old Spanish. Now Asturleonese became Asturian, Extremadurian, Leonese, and Mirandese. Galician Portuguese became Ionavian, Vala, Galician, and Portuguese. And Old Spanish became Ladino and Spanish. Now, Proto-Gallic became Arpitan, Proto-Cisalpine, Proto-Linguistic, Doyle? I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. In Proto-Occitan and Rahitian. Now, Proto-Cisalpine became Emilian, Ligurian, Lombard, Piedmontese, and Venetian. Now, ignore that cat. Ignore that's just my cat now. I'm not even gonna say that. It became French, Gallo, Norman, and Wallon. Proto-Occitan became Catalan and, of course, Occitan. And Rahitian became Friulian, Latin, and Romanche. Now, Proto-Armenian became Armenian, and Proto-Albanian became Albanian. Good? Anyway, ignoring that, I actually have time to look at the Proto-Tocharian tree. Now, Proto-Tocharian became Kuchian and Turfanian. Now, Germanic and Proto-Germanic and Proto-Balto-Slavic are going to be for their own videos, like completely separate, possibly even both. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Actually, now I think about it, could have time to do Proto-Germanic, like some of it. Now, Proto-Germanic became Old Norse, and Proto-East Germanic and Proto-West Germanic, can't forget that. Now Old Norse became Old West Norse, Old East Norse, and Elfdalian and Old Gutsnish. Old West Norse became Faroese, Greenlandic Norse, Icelandic, Norn, and Norwegian. Old East Norse became Danish and Swedish. Now, Proto-East Germanic became Burgundian, Crimean Gothic, and Vandalic. I actually think we might. Yeah, I actually have time for Proto-West Germanic. Now, Proto-West Germanic became Proto-Low Franconian, Old High German, Proto-Anglo-Frisian, and Old Saxon. Now, Proto-Low Franconian became Proto-West Low Franconian and Proto-East Low Franconian. Proto-West Low Franconian became Old Dutch, and Old Dutch became Dutch and Flemish. Dutch became Afrikaans. Now, Proto-East Low Franconian became Old East Low Franconian, which then became Limburgish. Now Old High German became Proto-Central German, Yiddish, and Proto-Upper German. Proto-Central German became Luxembourgish, Bulgarian, Thuringian, and of course Standard German. Proto-Upper German became Alemannic, Austro-Bavarian, Cimbrian, and of course Standard German. Now, Alemannic also became Swiss German. Now, Proto-Anglo-Frisian became Old Frisian and Old English. Old Frisian became North Frisian, Sutherland Frisian, West Frisian, and Old English became English, Scots, and Yola. Now, Old Saxon became Low German. Yeah. Now, let's take. Okay. You know, I might actually have time. Okay, might have time to do this. Just this, though. Actually, I might have time to complete this, actually, all in this video. We have 9 minutes and 45 seconds left, so let's hurry. Now, Proto-Balto-Slavic became Proto-Baltic and Proto-Slavic. Proto-Baltic became Proto-West Baltic and Proto-East Baltic. Proto-West Baltic became Galindan, Prussian, and Sudovian. Proto-East Baltic became Latvian, Lithuanian, Silonian, and Semigalian. Now Proto-Slavic became Proto-West Slavic, Proto-South Slavic, and Proto-East Slavic. Proto-East Slavic became Old Novgorod, Old East Slavic. Old East Slavic became Russian and Ruthenian. And Ruthenian became Belarusian, Russian, and Ukrainian. Now Proto-West Slavic became Old West Slavic. Old West Slavic became Proto-Lichitic. I don't know how to say it. And hold on, wait. Here. Czechoslovak, Canonic, and Sorbian. Now whatever it's pronounced, became Old Polish, Polabian, and Pomeranian. Old Polish became Polish and Silesian, and Pomeranian became Kashubian. Now Czechoslovak became Czech and Slovak. Now Proto-South Slavic became Proto-Western Southern Slavic, or Proto-Western South Slavic, whatever you pronounce it, and Proto-Eastern South Slavic, or Proto-East Southern Slavic. I don't know. Now Proto-West Southern Slavic became Slovene and Serbo-Croatian. And Serbo-Croatian became Bosnian, Croatian, and Serbian. Now Proto-East Southern Slavic became Old Church Slavonic, and that became Bulgarian, Church Slavonic, and Macedonian. Well, that's all the 2 parts completed. Well, bye now. I hope you enjoyed this series so far, even though it's literally only been 2 parts and made in like 1 or 2 days. Actually, a couple hours pretty much, yeah. But I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.